the good old and always reliable F1 2012 soundtrack makes another appearance. Control Yourself, the title of that, which is what these drivers are going to need to be doing over the course of today's Menards 250 for race number 10 out of 12. 3 races to go in the Matco Tools Truck Championship. And it will be 40 laps in length, and yes, there will be a pit stop in the middle of it. Just want to get them all out of the way now. There's also another subtle hint as to why I use that song title that. And that is because of what happened here at this very racetrack in 2012, or 2011 I mean, during the truck race. Kyle Busch ran Hornet Day. Kyle Busch needed to control himself. Jokes. Oh, sorry, Zach, I completely forgot then. Remind me at the end of the stream if you still want to discuss whatever it is you want to discuss then, and I'll remember to do so this time. But remind me if you're here at the end. But got a few people here. Got Nab, got Michael, got Patrick, got Zach. Good to have you all here. As you see the full starting positions for today's Menards 250 at Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the stakes of what is up for grabs here today. And that is, of course, the point lead. Before Cowboys run Hornet Day reenactment, live in the race. Well, let's see. Got the 33 starting 11th, and then the 18 starting way down 39th. You never know, but looking kind of doubtful that that'll happen. The chances of a caution happening for this race are quite low. I don't think that... I'll be surprised if we see a caution. I'll just say that much. Was that a knock? Hold on just a second. I thought someone knocked on my door. Turns out that was not the case. So, sorry about that. Let me get everything back in order here. There we go. But, as we get a look at the starting positions here, Adam McDowell on the pole position, the number 15, and then 3 championship contenders. Tristan Allen in the outside front row. Then Zeke Scott and Ying Canario. Then you got Patrick Smith in 5th and Zach Ryan point leader in 6th. All four championship contenders starting in the top 6. Then also starting in the top 10 are Diego Yepes, Josh Phillips, Wyatt Walker, and Evan Hunter in the top 10. But again, we will have a pit stop in about around lap 23. I would have rather made it later than that, but for some reason, no matter what track I set it on, adjusting the fuel use doesn't work anymore in any of the track INIs. I don't know why. So, just kind of take what it gives me. Because I try and adjust it and nothing happens. I might have to do an experiment where I set the fuel like stupid high and see if they pit instantly or something. So, anyway, without much further ado, 3 races to go in this championship. And we have a point leader to decide. And of course, still got a race winner to determine. Let's get the command for the Menards 250 here in Fort Worth, Texas, right now.
Drivers, start your engines!
All is good, Mark. Well, at least I hope all is good. Well, all is good that you aren't able to watch that is just fine. Hope everything is going well with your friend there. So through turns 3 and 4, we'll be taking the green flag. 40 laps around this mile and a half. Expect a fair amount of passing. And then again, the ever so important pit stop. Around the mid-20s as far as lap count. Pace truck is in. 3 races to go in the Matco Tools Truck Championship. And race 10 is underway in Fort Worth. I always do that. I always mess that up, but coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be a pretty good drag race here to the lead at the stripe. That was not a good angle to see who. And it was indeed the 15 of Adam McDowell. As they're all holding their ground right now, Josh Phillips put up way up to the high side, 3 wide already. 3 wide for the race lead. Patrick Smith, far low side, the number 21. Nearly contact with the 25. Golly, if they're going to do this. I take back what I said about the low chance of a caution. Diego Yepes up into second place on the low side now, but washes up just a little bit. Zach Ryan has gotten to the low side of the 02. If he finishes anywhere ahead of the other 3 contenders, he will have a pretty comfortable lead with 2 races to go. Will that one truck, but we'll just have to see as open up a bit of a gap as the 21. But Diego Yepes is going to try and run him down. We'll just have to see. White Walker up to 3rd. Samantha LeBron 4th now. And Derek Hamill on the move. In the number 5. It has not been a great season for that 5 truck. We'll put it to the high side by the number 50 of Roger Ray. When they go side by side, that really kills their momentum. You can see. Once they go single file, you can all but hold it flat out. But you get a lot of dirty air, a lot of air moving around on the truck when you're side by side. It does some funny things to the air, and that simply does not work, as right now the 1 has gotten ahead of all the other contenders. Still got a long way to go, though. Sean McKean is moving up here. Golly, that's a bit of a gap that's opened up. That is the top 15, pulling a gap on everyone else. The two Phillips, Matthew and Josh, moving on up here. And golly, that was a great run out of the corner for Matthew. The number 62 getting underneath of Evan Hunter. And the number 7, I'm looking for the other contenders. The 02, where'd the 02 go? Golly, that 02 is dropping back, and so is Zeke Scott. Both of them just see you later. That is not what they need. But the 02 and the 25, 2 championship contenders, started up toward the front and already way back. Adam McDowell pole sitter falling all the way back as well. Golly. But Patrick Smith holds on to the race lead. 51 is 4th right now. Still got a long ways to go as they're starting now to file it down. Samantha LeBron looking for 2nd now. Looking to try and run down that 21. Now, if the 33 finishes far enough ahead of the other 3 contenders, if they all get into trouble or something, or they all fall way back in the pack, this 33 all but wins. What's for this 33 to possibly become a contender with 2 races to go after this one. But still just lap 9 out of 40. That 33 has definitely shown speed. But that 21 winner at Dover, the Steven Universe 350, looking to get win number 2, become the 3rd multi-time winner in this championship. Now side by side, that's going to allow Roger Ray and Zach Ryan to close in possibly. A win would probably all but solidify a very comfortable position for Zach Ryan headed to Rockingham and eventually Pensacola for the championship race. As they were looking awfully racy, Diego Yepes and Wyatt Walker closing back in. 6 trucks up here battling for the race lead at the moment. Jason Larker's been moving up into 74. Up into the top 10 comfortably. And now Matthew Phillips is broken away from them. Going to try and close the gap. Golly, not a good viewership. Not a good viewership tonight, but that's okay. 30 laps remaining already. Turning laps just under 30 seconds per lap. Just under 29 for that matter. Brandon Gomez on the move, 98. And a starter toward the very back, Eric Monaco. And our veteran, driving the number 66, up into the top 20 pretty comfortably. So Zach Ryan now 2nd. if he wins this race, it might be all but over. But of course, it is a plate track for the championship race. We all know what a plate race means when it comes to unpredictability. But all your top four here, broken away, all Chevrolets. LeBron, Ryan, Smith, and Ray. Then you got the Toyota of Matthew Phillips rounding out the top five. With Jason Larker behind, also a Chevrolet. Justin Leathers up into 7th for the number 29 Dodge. And then the battle is on beyond that. Ben Kraut's next to Jason Larker. There's Josh Phillips, Nick Kennedy, Diego Yepez, Jeff Scott winner this season as well. And Tyler Ryan, a truck that we have not talked much about all season. The number 2 also started further back and is starting to work his way up. We'll just get past Ryan. A lot of radio chatter. But now they're battling for 3rd. Roger Ray will get that spot. Smith put up on the high side. That high side can hold on for a little bit, but the inside lane is still absolutely preferred. As we will complete 15 laps. Coming to strike next time by. Now let's see, we were paying a lot of attention to the 02 and the 25 who fell way back. I did not see much about the 81 who is also falling back and is actually hooked up with the 02 here. They're starting to work their way back forward, but with where they're running in relation to the 1, it is not looking good for anyone else aside from Zach Ryan. But you can see there are comings and goers throughout this race. Evan Hunter started top 10, dropping outside the top 20. Ben Kraut was up in the top 10 just a couple laps ago and is already falling out here, so we'll just have to see. So those are where those two are running. We'll find Zeke Scott quickly just to see. And at the very back is the 25. That is definitely not what he needs. He could probably fall out of championship contention if he stays back here. But we'll just have to see. As Roger Ray, good run there. Going to try and get underneath the 1 for the 2nd position. You can see that outside lane does get a good run out of turn number 4 and will actually clear the 50. That is not easy to do. But Roger Ray, especially in these last few races, has shown a lot of speed. Definitely want to count him out for a late season win. As he tries once again. The 1 is going to cut him off. The 62. We're in a slightly higher lane there, trying to get a run. And Matthew Phillips in that number 62. And hey yo, Jeff. Great to see you. I'm a contender in the championship. Mark, who's the 81? Ian Canario, yep. Ian Canario is indeed a championship contender. And again, trying the low side there for Roger Ray. But the 1, man, that 1 truck is fast. 78. Got in the top 10, then fell back and is still kind of listed 28th at the stripe that time for the 78 at the moment. Do I want a $20 bill on Craigslist? Sure, I'll pay $20 for it. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. And there you go now. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you had also signed up Ying or not, or if that was someone else. So halfway already, and Eric Monaco nearly top 10 here. It's not been a great run for that 66 whatsoever. But here's 3 wide. Justin Leathers making some moves. What will be after this? I have an idea for a kind of team custom series, kind of similar to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series that Never Fans doing. But I'm still kind of marginal about doing that. So I don't know. And I just realized pit stops are rather imminent. And you can see the tire fall off is definitely taking effect already. Best lap for Zach Ryan, 28.4. Now running 29.1s while in a draft. So that is definitely showing what tire wear is doing. So probably if you pit first, that may put you at a big advantage. But we'll definitely in the fuel window. It's just a question of who comes in. LeBron, Ryan, and Phillips all stay out. Patrick Smith is fourth with Justin Leathers right behind him. Roger Ray trying to get back by Josh Phillips. Both of those Phillips have been doing quite well so far for most of this championship, as Matthew Phillips looks low. Could he be coming into the pits, or is he just trying to make the pass on Zach Ryan? All three of them stay out, so Phillips trying to make the move early on here. What do you think about a series of 10 races? With the, he's only going to run 5 races of 5 of the races. Ooh. Yeah, if I'm going to do a series, I'd rather be everyone. Again, Matthew Phillips darting to the low side there. Lap 25. And they still stay out. Wow. Are they going to pit? It sounded like I just heard some trucks slow down. I don't know. Everything should still be set where it is. But we'll just have to see. Nope, no one's pitted yet. Well, sometimes I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Every now and then. Huh, they still stay out. What is the fuel use finally working? I guess so. Either that or I accidentally set it back to ×1. In which case, they won't pit at all. If that were the case. But now over a second off of the lap times that they were running. Samantha LeBron still continues to lead. Collecting points, which could get her into the championship hunt, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, everyone is staying out, so I never touched the pit frequency unless maybe the I is finally working. Of course, it chose just now to do so. So we'll just have to see. But it's 13 laps to go, and will they pit at all? Is now the question. Where are the contenders? Well, Zach Ryan's still running second, first in points coming into this race with a comfortable lead, and still stays on the racetrack. The 0-2 Tristan Allen, after falling back, is now up to 14th, trying to help the 7 forward. That's Evan Hunter, the number 7. The 25, Zeke Scott still trying to recover, but just got into the top 30 now, so he could fall out of contention here today. And Yin Canario 17th, but in an absolute mess of trucks. So right now, Tristan Allen, the best runner, aside from Zach Ryan, who are in contention. But yeah, I don't think they're going to pit. Either that or they're not going to pit until much later. But this is kind of surprising. Maybe the game is glitched. But yeah, you can see they are massively checking up in the corners now. They did not originally have to do that. But 10 laps to go already. Golly. 5. Derek Hamill. Oy. Golly. What is it with drivers just starting up front, just going, see ya. I'm just falling all the way back. But yeah, I don't know if I never touched the pit frequency, so I guess it's going to be going green here to the end. Or going pit stop free to the end. And with how worn down their tires are, Samantha LeBron's looking really strong with 9 to go, and now I got 2 people complaining of lag. That is a little disconcerting. Oh, Lord. Okay. What do we got here? Oh! OBS. Why you do this? Why you do this? Of course, now it's changing color every 5 seconds. Jesus. Really? Oh, it's over. Can you hear me? Now this thing has gone to absolute down the drain. Okay, now it's green again. Now, everything good? Are we all good? Everything hunky dory? Everything's great? We at a real racetrack? It's green again. Box is back to green. What do we got going on? We all good? We all good? Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what my internet just decided to do there, but OBS just decided. Anyways. So as we're going pit stop free to the end because NR has decided to officially derp. 8 laps to go and Samantha LeBron's still looking pretty good. And now Matthew Phillips, we can get underneath the 1. And that is for the 2nd position. So we're going to get back to Roger Ray in 4th and Wyatt Walker's 5th. But they have all separated themselves massively. As Phillips clears the 1. 7 laps to go. And I need to check the pit frequency to see what the heck is going on. Because they were pitting on lap 24 before. And then I lowered the fuel use just a little bit. And they still pitted on about the same lap. I have not touched anything between then and now. Oop. That one truck is slowing down a lot. Here they come. Or are they? There we go. One truck is in. And late in the race at that. And Wyatt Walker's in as well. So pit stops are now taking place. Finally, NR, listen to me. Now that could give Zach Ryan a big advantage. He's pitting first. He'll be on new tires. Samantha LeBron and Matthew Phillips have remained on the track, and they are both checking up massively here, so I think that they'll be in this time. And indeed they are. Just 6 laps to go, and we've got pit stops. Roger Ray stays out. Gonna lead a lap here, that's a bonus point. But now at this point, if you're staying out too long, you might lose track position. Adam McDowell might actually pick it up. He was one of the first to pit. Pole sitter who fell way back at the beginning of the run. But yep, this is the big wave here. Everyone, just about everyone else is in. Still got some stragglers staying out, which included the number 50 of Roger Ray, Eric Monaco, still staying out with 4 to go. The number 66 still on the racetrack. Chris Hayden also stays out. Everyone else has come in. Actually, I take that back. Looks like Zeke Scott has still remained on the racetrack along with Nick Kennedy and Mason Hayward. The number 9. As Monaco coming in this time. 3 laps to go and everyone takes a stripe. LeBron has stayed ahead of the 1. I can see that much. Looks like everyone has stayed mostly the same. But golly, that one truck is right there. A win here could really solidify that 1's championship. Barring anything happening, as still got trucks coming out of the pits. Now, of course, if these two go side by side, that will really open the door for Matthew Phillips. But it's coming down to one of these 3 laps to go for these drivers. Still got trucks coming out of the pits. And it's coming down to these 3. Fresh tires. 2 laps to go this time. But Zach Ryan going to extend his point lead by a very comfortable margin. Unless, of course, he blows up or something goes wrong here in these final 2 laps. But no lap trucks in sight. 33 is looking good, but golly, they're all nose to tail. They're just going to be content to run as they are. The 62 ain't. He's going to the inside of the 1. That is for second, coming to the white flag. He is holding his own. That is allowing the 33 to pull away. But the 62 knows it's now or never. He's going to try and make the move. Of course, the 02, the 81, and the 25 are all hoping, yeah, come on, 62, you make that move. And it looks like he's going to do it. Putting Zach Ryan into third, but out of turn number 4. Samantha LeBron has come very close and is going to grab the win in the Menards 250. Great job there for the 33 and leading the most laps, collecting maximum points, but not finishing that far ahead of the 1. But with enough good fortune, I would not count that 33 out yet, mathematically speaking, so we'll just have to see. Matthew Phillips will finish second, and Zach Ryan will still extend his point lead by finishing third. But that pass by the 62 may have massively benefited the 02, the 81, and the 25, especially depending on where they finished. But Roger Ray brings it home in 4th, Wyatt Walker 5th. So those are the top 5. Josh Phillips 6th, Jonathan Hoff, Justin Leathers, Chris Hayden up to 9th. And a pretty quiet but good season for that 92 of Chris Hayden. Great job there. And Jason Larker 10th. But crucially, golly, I'm not seeing the other contenders much. Zeke Scott 18th, Tristan Allen 19th. So Zeke Scott making up some ground late there. Where's the 81? I don't see the 81. Or did I miss him? Oi, 39th for Ian Canario. So that is not going to help there. But Zach Ryan is going to extend his point lead comfortably. No doubt about it. But now he might have to at least keep an eye on the 33, but we'll just have to see. Of course, Roger Ray has been on a string of good finishes. He's going to move up points there. But hey, we'll just have to see by how much they're all moving up. But of course, before we do that, we got to head to victory lane. And the irony of this is 2011 Trucks at Texas, and the 33 wins the race. Kind of ironic when you really think about it. But anyways, we'll head over and get a look at the point standings. See how big that one truck's lead will be with 2 races to go in this championship. The next race will be at the Rock, good old Rockingham. The Jigaloo 200. Good old Jigaloo. As my computer's being a brick again. Yes, that's how I describe something that's slow. I call it a brick. That's just me. I'm weird. Anyways, what do we got here? 10 races down, 2 to go. And indeed, Zach Ryan is the point leader, 30 points. That is huge. Zeke Scott in second. Samantha LeBron gets to third and within striking distance, provided that they're able to do something. And then Tristan Allen 42 back, and Yin Canario is going to need some good fortune if he's going to get back in it. Let's face it, I think that everyone aside from Zach Ryan is going to need some I think everyone's going to need good fortune if they're going to catch that one. But Chris Hayden up to 6th. And a quiet but excellent season for that 92. Same goes for Josh Phillips, 7th. Tim Jonas with a win. And then a tie for 9th. Diego Yepes and Jason Larker. So it's been a great season there for everyone there in the top 10. And Roger Ray's showing some late speed and a tie for 13th now with the 17. So looking good. Eli Bright has kind of fallen off after running pretty well the first few races. Just 2 races to go. And then, of course, the last one being a plate track. Well, let's face it, literally anything can happen there. No doubt about it. So those are the full points standings. 10 races down. Of course, everyone still trying to get some wins. Still trying to get some top 5s. They're fighting their own battles. But 30 points, and the maximum number of points that you can collect with this point system is 48. That is, or is it 49? 48, 49, maybe 50. Where you win and you lead the most laps. That is how you obtain maximum points, which is what the 33 did. Samantha LeBron could do it. At least get into the realm of possibility. And then Zeke Scott as well. Those top 3 are looking like the favorites. But anything happens to them, Tristan Allen could still get his nose into that as well. And Cruz Ramirez. I've heard your name before, man, and first time seeing you here. Who wants to be in the Guitar Cup Series? I thought that was Joe Brett Series. I'm just messing, man. I'm gonna look at it. But good to have you here. But anyways, 10 races down, just 2 to go. Zach Ryan just needs at least a decent finish. But he could easily lock in his championship. Guaranteed. Mathematically guaranteed. It is possible. If he's able to do it at Rockingham. We'll just have to see. I'll try and stream that maybe tomorrow. And then we'll have the championship race Friday night. That is the current plan. I will be pre-recording the next NCCS race simply because Nashville seemed kind of boring when we went there here. So I'll just pre-record that one. So I kind of mix matching pre-record and live streaming that series. But anyways, I think everyone has already probably bailed. So, and then of course I'm doing a Q&A. So if you want to go to that video, go ask me stuff because I need questions. I love questions. That's all I can say. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, have a good night. Take care, and bye for now.